President, distinguished members of the Congress, honored guests, and fellow citizens. This solemn occasion marks the 196th time that a President of the United States has reported on the State of the Union, since George Washington first did so in 1790. That's a lot of reports, but there's no shortage of new things to say about the State of the Union. The very key to our success has been our ability, foremost among nations, to preserve our lasting values by making change work for us rather than against us. I would like to talk with you this evening about what we can do together, not as Republicans and Democrats, but as Americans, to make tomorrow's America happy and prosperous at home, strong and respected abroad, and at peace in the world. As we gather here tonight, the state of our union is strong, but our economy is troubled. For too many of our fellow citizens, farmers, steel and auto workers, lumbermen, black teenagers, working mothers, this is a painful period. We must all do everything in our power to bring their ordeal to an end. It has fallen to us in our time to undo damage that was a long time in the making and to begin the hard but necessary task of building a better future for ourselves and our children. We have a long way to go, but thanks to the courage, patience, and strength of our people, America is on the mend. We owe it to the unfortunate to be aware of their plight and to help them in every way we can. No one can quarrel with that. We must and do have compassion for all the victims of this economic crisis. But the big story about America today is the way that millions of confident, caring people, those extraordinary, ordinary Americans who never make the headlines and will never be interviewed, are laying the foundation not just for recovery from our present problems, but for a better tomorrow for all our people. From coast to coast, on the job and in classrooms and laboratories, at new construction sites, and in churches and community groups, neighbors are helping neighbors. And they've already begun the building, the research, the work, and the giving that will make our country great again. I believe this because I believe in them, in the strength of their hearts and minds, in the commitment that each one of them brings to their daily lives, be they high or humble. The challenge for us in government is to be worthy of them, to make government a help, not a hindrance to our people in the challenging but promising days ahead. If we do that, if we care what our children and our children's children will say of us, if we want them one day to be thankful for what we did here in these temples of freedom, we will work together to make America better for our having been here, not just in this year or this next day or this decade, but in the next century and beyond.